The game versus the Valkyries in the Atlanta Dream, I'm happy that the Valkyries pulled out the victory. Um, and that was a really, really good win for them. And during the game, an inappropriate object was thrown into the floor by the fans. And if you go and watch the video or Twitter, or it's all over social media, but it definitely was an inappropriate object. I think that particular object is there's a bigger discussion, because what what I took it as is an indication of how the WNBA is promoting the league and branding the league, and what the league is encouraging, because that particular object is very specific. And I think I think that um, there's an imbalance with the homosexual lifestyle being promoted, and there's too much of that. That's what I've seen. I think it's too much of that. I'm not knocking people's preferences or whom they choose to love. That's nothing to do with it. But just from a pure basketball standpoint, I think that is starting to overshadow the league. And there has to be a balance, because you have kids watching, you have families who want to watch, you have kids coming to games, and they're seeing this. And I made a video about it before, about parents need to have this conversation, because women's basketball is taking off, it's developing, and it's growing. And I think Kathy Engelberg needs to sit down with her staff and decide, how are we going to balance this, because we do have players. A lot of the players within the WNBA are homosexual. And I think that a fan who had the boldness to throw something like that on the floor kind of speaks to the culture that the WNBA is encouraging. And I think that they need to find some sort of balance, and they need to have talk with players about how to conduct themselves, how to carry themselves, how to promote their own personal brands. And you can't really control someone's life off the court, but when you come into the gym, there has to be some decency and some levels of discretion. And we're seeing so much of that in these TikTok lives, and so players are not using discretion. They're just letting everything hang out because it's getting them views. But what's happening is the WNBA culture is being damaged, or if it wasn't already damaged, it's being damaged even further.